Hey guys, welcome back to Tara's Take. If it's your first time here, welcome to the channel. We're going to be playing with some fun index cards we made in our last video. If you're a returning family member, welcome back. I'm glad you're here. So these are the ones that we did. Well, this is one I did before without y'all, that I did initially. And then these are the ones that we did together. All these goodies, just reminding you of what we made. And then this is one of the ones I had done prior without you guys that I did with this group and this one that I showed y'all yesterday. So I went ahead and decorated this one, did a little fun in the back, just to stamp some washi tape, kind of give it, you know, a little flair. Actually, I messed up a stamping here, so I covered it with washi tape, and I think it's fine. So there's that one. Okay, so we have two that are done. This one technically isn't finished being decorated, but the other one is. So today we are going to use some stamps. I picked out some of my faves. You guys have all seen them before out of my little drawer I keep next to me. I've got some daubers here ready to go with different colors. And I pulled out a few colors of thread. I thought it might be fun to do some gathered thread underneath some pictures or some pieces of paper or something, just to give it, you know, that lovely little, I don't know what you call it, just that unorganized kind of, you know, just grungy fun look that our stuff gets. So I've already done, let's see, this one I distressed. I'm looking here real quick. I want to grab the ones I've distressed. I don't want to redo them. I did half of them. I didn't want to put you guys through a whole video of me distressing paper. So we're just going to do a few together. And I also am going to grab these here. And I like to kind of refine my corners, as most of you know. I just think that they look nice like that. And so before I distress it, now I didn't do that with the others. I left them squared. I really love this blue. I look for any opportunity to use, and it's the Uncharted Mariner with Tim Holtz, his distress ink. So I just love it. I think it's so gorgeous. And we're probably also going to have a little fun going around these edges on some of them with maybe some woody pencil, you know, just kind of really doing them up so that they stand out. That's the fun. I mean, these are just plain old index cards from the dollar store, but they're turning into little gems that will go into our journals. That brown really took to that blue. Look at that. It's really pretty. Okay. Let's do, I wanted to do a tag cut on this one. I don't know if you guys watched the first video. If you did, you saw that I had to cut this one down because it tore. So I'm going to turn this one, maybe I'll do it like this. I'm going to turn this one into a tag. And since it's a skinny one, I think just those thin corners will be enough. Okay, and then I'm going to grab my purple here and go back over the edge. So that'll be a cute little tag instead of a journal card. Most of these I think are just going to be journal cards or pockets. I'm not sure yet, but either way, they're cute. So that one's finished. That one's done. Only got 3 left here. Let's see. I'm going to cut this one with my pretty corner punch. grab these. Alright, and I think I'm going to use a green on this one, since the greens aren't standing, I mean the browns aren't standing out as much when we did this one, and so I think it might be kind of fun. So let me grab my green here. One of you asked me the other day how I do my daubers. I think, Beth, I think you asked me that. The way I do them, I bought these wine bottle corks. I bought a big, huge bag of them for like 50 cents at a secondhand shop in my town I used to live in Coolidge. And I just glue the ones I buy at Hobby Lobby onto the tip. That's how I do most of my daubers. I do have a couple of the official ones that you can get at Hobby Lobby, but that's how I do them. Or I will use a thread, you know, like a thread thingy, what do you call it? And I'll glue one on there. So I think that was what you asked me in one of our messages to each other. So I thought I'd answer that here for anybody who's curious. You can't really see this green. I'm just making sure that my whites are done, but there you go. I like that. That looks cool. It looks very grungy, right? Which is totally my thing. I love it. I love grunge. I love the grunge. Can't help it. It's like one of my favorite ways to make things look. It's just old and messy. Okay. And I think since this one is predominantly, you know what? I actually have another color that would be fun for this one. We could use either the patina, but I'm thinking if I want to use that or if I want to use, let me see. I don't know, maybe a tumbled glass look good on there? No, it's a little too light. I have speckled egg. No, I don't think so. The front of the cover looks like it might go, but then I was thinking of the mermaid, but now that or the salvage patina, but now that I'm looking at it, well, I think maybe the salvage patina would be the one to do it with. I want to bring out those hints of turquoise. Now, let me see. Okay. Which one's which? Oh, I can't see the color. Oh, that's funny. I can't read. There's no color on here. Okay, this one's salvage patina. That was weird. Peacock feathers isn't like printed on the back. That's really weird. You know, I didn't use this salvage patina very much, but it dried out actually relatively quick. It's not, no, it's not coming out the color I want. No, I don't like that. Why is it coming out? That's weird. It looks like it's making the green stand out more. Maybe I should go with this one. There we go. Okay, yeah, this one looks better. I guessed wrong. I definitely like this one better. These all had so much color that when I was pulling out stuff to get ready to do these, I started doing them in the browns and stuff, and then I was like, you know what? I'm going to go with the colors that are really, look how pretty that is against that green, that are really going to make these stand out some. So that's why I started pulling out my Distress inks again and going with those. Oh, I really like that against that green. That is gorgeous. All right. Beautiful. Made that stand out so much better. And now the browns almost, oh, this might be one of them I used the rust on because it looks rusty. Okay, let's see. What do we got now? This is our last one. This one could almost, we could almost do like the lipstick color. Do you know what I mean? This one. I wonder if it would do good on a worn lipstick. I'm going to give it a try for these edges. No, that's orange. Let me see here. Well, I guess it would be okay. See, on here I used one of the thimble thingies, or whatever you, not thimble, what do you call it? Let's see how that looks. Maybe it's not going to quite stand out. Maybe not. Let's see. What about saltwater taffy? Huh. Nope. It's not standing out either. I don't think pickled raspberry would be good, but I could be wrong. I was before. I gotta grab the right. Oh, here it is. I knew I had it out. Okay, there we go. That's going to be a little bit brighter. You know what, though? I think I do want to do my corners on this one. Okay. I would have used more of the orange color, but it wasn't showing up. So this pink is at least bringing out the colors in there a little bit better, I think. You know what I could have used on here? Shoot, now I've already done the pink. Was that rust. That might have really stood out better, actually. I wonder how it would do on top of that bright pink. I know it's a crazy thought, right? But you guys have seen me try crazier things than that. That's for sure. Where are you? I'm wondering. I don't know. This might be really a bad idea, but I'm going to give it a shot. Shoot, what did I do with that? Oh. No, it's not over here. Yep. And I guess this one will do. I think I'll use this. Okay. It's covering it. Look, guys. Cool. And it is bringing out more of the rust in there, which technically I think looks better than pink against it, because that is more of what the color is in the backdrop. Let's see if it'll cover it. Oh, good. Yay, it worked. So now you know, if you have a situation where you think you put the wrong, distress ink on there and you need to change it, there is a chance that you'll be able to cover it. That rust is a very strong color. All right, I like that better. That definitely looks better. At least to my eyes. Hopefully it does to yours too. All right, so I have got my regular ones that I use, and then I want to put these guys back so that I'm not having them out. Okay. I started to put all of these things away, and then I realized that that's probably not the best idea, because I might use them for when I'm distressing like my paper and stuff that I put down on these. So, okay, now we have our little pieces that are ready to stamp. Okay, let's see. What do we want to use? Now I have a lot of stamps. You guys have really blessed me with a lot of stamps. And then I have a whole basket of clear stamps. I've got a drawer. No, I've got 2 drawers here full. And then I also have these I've got out. And then I have an entire basket that I haven't even pulled out and used since I moved into this house. So we have a good choice here. But let's go ahead and let's do some words. And what I was thinking, I liked something that Carrie did yesterday. Carrie the Crafter. He got his, and he was using black, which I think I might for some of these, and then I like brown as well, so kind of torn on, you know, what color, because black of course always looks good, but so does the darker brown, and it's a little more subtle. But we're gonna do this. He took 4 cards and then he stamped, let's go it this way, then he stamped all of them like that, and then that way they each had some of the writing on them, but not all that much. He said he has a tendency to overstamp stuff with words and verbiage, and so he likes to do that, and I thought, oh, that's a fun idea. So yeah, I do kind of like it, because then now on this one I think I'll use the brown. On these guys. Okay. Okay. Lay it down. I have no idea where my little, oh, I doubled up on there. I moved it on that top one. That's okay. Not going to worry about it. I was going to say, with my stamping, usually I have those little foam things that I like to use. This is just like a little corner stamp, and I love to do like little flares and stuff. And anyway, I did a little bit of, I'm losing my train of thought. I don't know where I put my foam to stamp on. So sometimes my stamping doesn't always come out perfect, and I'm not really sure where I stuck my foam. So yeah. Anyway. I don't want to, like he said, I don't want to overdo my stamping with the words and stuff, but there. I do want to do a little extra like that. Okay, so now I've got the ones with brown done with that extra wording, and then I'll do these. And I think I'll use, I'm pretty sure, yeah, I pulled out, what did I do? I thought I had another one I was going to use. Huh, I could have sworn I had a second one. So the words will look a little different. There we go. I'll just use this one. This is one that I've had forever, and I bought it at, oh shoot, no I didn't, this is brown. I did it with the brown, I meant to do it with the black, darn it. Anyway, this is one I got at Hobby Lobby, and I it was a huge stamp and I was always messing up with it. So one day I decided to cut it into fourths, and I've liked it a lot more since then. So there we go. Okay, so we're done with words. I'm not going to keep going on those. Now I'm going to use this on a couple of them, and I might, depending on what I have on here, like I might do, these are the ones I used black, so I'll keep going with these 4 on the black. I might go ahead and do a corner here. I think I'll do this corner. You know, I love swirlies and stuff, so. And I also like these a lot. Now this one is the one I messed up earlier. I don't want to do that again, so I'm going to try to be mindful where I sit this down. Okay. Hopefully I get it even. There, I did it. Yay! I'm not really worried about it all the way up to the top, but I just wanted to get it straight. Did get it pretty straight. Cool. And then we've got this little guy, which I absolutely adore. I'm going to use the bottom portion of it. And just swing it around this corner. I put out this old green mat today because, there we go. I put out this old green mat because it's got so much junk all over it anyway that nobody cares. Okay. So see, just simple little stamping makes this really pretty. Gorgeous. Look at that. Oopsie. Let's just see. We're going to stamp. There we go. So that's where I need my little sponge that I don't have, but it's okay. That looks so cool over the Q&R. All right, and this one I did that. Let's go ahead and grab this and do it on the back, I think, as well. Just up the side here. I just love this stamp. Cool. I got it even. And since we need just a little flare over on this side, let's do this corner up here. There we go. There. Okay. Fun. Now we'll pull the brown back out and do the others, and then we're going to speckle these a little bit with some what I decided I want to use some watercolor instead of acrylic. I tried to do the acrylic and my paint just wasn't, I don't know, it wasn't speckling correctly. Hold on one sec. Okay guys, I ran and grabbed my other stamps and decided to kind of have a little play here with some of them. Okay, you'll probably remember this particular one that is like my favorite for making like a thread mark across stuff. I just love it. So we're gonna play a little bit with that one. I think we're gonna go with this. I'm so sloppy with these stamps. I am. I'm terrible, but I just have fun with them, and they stay in this big basket I got from the dollar store. Okay. Let me use the other side of this. There we go. So now we got a nice thread across the bottom of there. I love this one. It's, I think, the only one I've used in this whole set. I have all these different stitches. Yeah. And I just, this is the only one. I guess I could probably like this one. I just really looked at it. I just love that one so much that I've never even taken these others off. Look at this. It's like brand new. Never been used. But it's kind of fun. It's like I sew, so maybe this would be a good one. Let's see here. I'm just going to stick this to the back of this one here. Yeah, it's not quite. There we go. Okay. Okay. I know, I'm crazy. Look at the way I'm stamping this. Completely unprofessionally. Forgive me. It's kind of cute. Can you guys see it? That's pretty cute. Yep, first time it's ever been used here on this video. Let's see, what numbers should we use? I just like these numbers, and I thought they'd be fun. Okay. I know, how often do you see somebody put one stamp on top and one on the bottoms? It's just, I'm crazy that way, but what can I say? Oh, wow. Oh, you guys, I stuck it upside down. I'm funny. I really am. I'm like really a dork at times. Look at that. I hope you're all laughing with me and at me, because that was really stupid. Let's try that again. I can't even believe I did that. I'm like, why is it so... Here we go. Let's just, let's do the back. Let's see what happens. Okay. There we go. Dork. Oh my gosh. I'm so embarrassed. Yep, there ain't no fixing that one, guys, unless I might put a strip of paper over it or something. We'll see. Let's see here. Oh, I like these. I've had these numbers forever, and I've never used them. So they've just been there. Let's see. Let's do them on here. They just look kind of cool. There we go. Oh, wow. I like the way it looks in the background, it's just kind of faded. I don't know why I picked 95. I just grabbed. I could do 18 something, but wow, that was funny. I'm a piece of work, aren't I? Anyway. Okay. Let's do some, let's pull this off of there, and let's do a little. I don't feel like taking the plastic off of these. I usually just use these like they are, the ones that have the real thick backing like this. I'm wondering, do I just want to maybe stick? I'm going to be decorating over and around all this stuff. It's not even all going to be showing. It's just giving this a backdrop. That looks kind of cool. French. Nice and French looking. Let's try this little guy too on the corner over here. Yeah, so only part of these will show. Yep. It's it says to W.R. Baker, Doctor. Yep. Let me see. And then I also, what's on the back of this one? You can't really put anything on the back of that one, so I think I'm good with that one. This one, it looks ridiculous. Well, I think I got them all. Yeah. Those guys are already done. So let's see. Making sure. Maybe I'll put a seal up somewhere up here. I've got like this little seal. Let's do it like right here. There we go. That looks cool. I like that. Let's put this little partial. You know what? I'm just going to press on this one thing. And let's see. Just going to see what it looks like to have this on here. Just above that. It'll get covered. I'm not worried about it if it doesn't look perfect. I do kind of like this thing though. Okay. There. Okay. Now, do these have enough on them? How about, do we want a music strip at the top maybe? I'm gonna wipe this off right here. All right, let's see. There we go. Music notes at the top. Okay, so I'm going to pause for a sec while I clean up. Okay, guys, I'm back. So I straightened up a little bit and moved some things around so that I have room again. Oops, I forgot to put these guys away. Oh well, I'll get them afterwards. All right, let's see. So now I want to use some of my watercolor paint, and I am going to use my Kuretake because this watercolor works really well. I've been painting a lot lately. I'm thinking I could actually use, I'm just going to use black. No, you know what? Wait, do I want to do the painting first? The speckles? Yeah, I'm going to do the splatters first. Where's my, okay, here it is. All right, so this one's black right here. Just going to juice it up a little bit and grab a watercolor brush. Or a paintbrush. Doesn't have to be watercolor. You don't have to use watercolors. I have ink and stuff I could use as well, but I just feel like... Did I put it out? I was looking for a specific brush here. There we go. Never mind, I found it. And I'm just gonna Dip this in some water. Make me a little bit of room here. I am kind of all over the place. I've got like this big thing of lace and it's up on my drawer and it is sliding out. There we go. I had to close it. Okay, let's move these guys over. Okay, yeah. That should give it a nice amount of time to get wet. I'm going to test this a little bit. There we go. Yeah, the watercolor's working much better. I don't want huge splotches, and I'm putting it on before I do my papers. Because I don't really want to have to cover areas. There we go, that's a little better. Okay. Put these back here, let it dry. Just gonna wipe up that real quick. Oh, see, I did a big one. I really didn't want to do huge splotches. Just little, I just kind of wanted some speckles. Yeah, that one's a little bit much. I might end up putting putting paper over that, like one of my pieces of ephemera over it to decorate over around it. I just didn't want the black spots to get on the back. This poor mat is just destroyed. It's just a little cheap Walmart one, but okay. That one did nice. Almost there, guys. And then we're gonna, oops, got that one a little dark. Then we're gonna do our little bit of decorating. And like I said yesterday, or not yesterday, but, well, it was yesterday for me. I don't know when I'm posting this. But I think that it's just kind of fun to leave these for before I decorate them totally for a later project. So I'm probably not gonna do a whole bunch with the paper, simply because I kind of want to leave them, and then when I do the project, like for whatever book I decide to use them in, then I can kind of formulate how I want them decorated at that time, you know, because I'll have a better idea of what I want to see go on them. I didn't tell you guys the other day. Oh, I love this one. Look at that. Isn't that just so pretty? And that's like the only one I did lines on the front. They actually look pretty cool. Yesterday I was looking for my snap kit for Courtney's phone case, okay? Because his phone case is the clasps, if they're Velcro, they die out pretty quick because he works outside and a lot of dust and stuff gets on them. So I'm always fixing them. Well, he said, you know, is there any other way to fix this besides the Velcro, because it just keeps coming up and, you know, or like getting messed up. So I told him, you know what, maybe I can put a clasp on it. And so I started looking for it. Okay, I can't find my clasps anywhere. I have these snaps, and they're nice size, and I think they fit really well as a snap for his case. Cannot find them. And he starts looking, and it was hysterical because he starts looking and he's going into my arts and crafts supplies, which he never does, ever. And he comes out of this room and he's like, man, I cannot believe how much stuff you have. Well, then he goes into that side bedroom, the guest room, where I have like all my fabrics and stuff that I showed you guys. And he comes out, and you should have seen his face. He goes, babe, I don't even, how in the world have you collected so much stuff? How? I mean, I can't get over it. I can't believe it. It was hysterical to see his face. He was like, he was freaking out. He's like, I just can't believe it. How much stuff you have. I said, I know, it's crazy, but you know, it's just the way it ended up being, and things have just worked out that way. And I said, between buying things and then my friends sending me Happy Meals, that's how it's ended up. So yeah, it was pretty funny though. Don't let your husbands go into your crafting area and really take a good look. Not unless you want them to go, what have you done? You've bought so much stuff. So I think the other thing I want to do with these, like I had mentioned earlier, I think I might use my woody pencils on them around like their edges and do some almost like some art journal stuff where we kind of dig in there. And I'm going to grab a paper towel here, a shop towel. Go around these edges and give them some distinction. I'm going to use the brown one. Now this is still a little bit wet, so I got to be careful, but I'm going to use the brown one on this one. I like to use it on a napkin because I like to be able to get it right at that edge. Okay. And if I use a napkin, then I'm not scribbling all over my desk, but I can kind of lay the woody lead right at the edge and let it sit over the side, and then that way I get a really distinct mark on the edge of my paper. We're going to do it with black too, not on this one. I think this one looks good. I think it'll look good with the brown because of the color scheme and everything. And I'm going to grab my favorite, if I can find it here. This is actually a makeup brush. I love to use it with my woody pencils. It's just a little tiny eyeshadow brush. Elf sells them. I don't know. You can get them at the drugstore, I think. I just squirt a little water and dip my brush in, and then I just gently rub the edge so that it just spreads wets that stick, and it makes it look more distinct. You got to be careful how much water you use because it will kind of spread it a little bit too much. There's a certain look that I like, and if I use too much water, it almost paints it into the paper, and I don't like that. I like it to kind of sit on top of the paper, And I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. When it starts spreading out and looking almost like a watercolor that's painted the paper, I don't like that so much. So I really have to be careful how I hit the woody lead around that edge to get that right look, but that's what I like. I think I did that one pretty good. Let's give another one a try. Let's do a black around this very cute little, oops. And I don't like when I do that, like that. That's annoying. That's the reason I use the napkin, so I can get that right over the edge. And also using a napkin underneath, for me, I find kind of guardrails me from doing that, because it leans. The napkin kind of grabs the woody lead and doesn't make it, let it jerk, you know, away from you. I don't know how I did that one, but it kind of grabs that and holds onto it for the edge, so you don't lose it as often. When I'm just doing it around the edge of a page, I jump onto the page really easily a lot. So, like I did that first move right there. Okay, I kind of colored it in a little bit more. Now we hate to have fun. Now I'm going to get rid of this brown. Just wet it down and wipe it off, so then I can go to the black. I love using the woody pencils. I have a couple of markers that I got on Amazon that I had seen someone else use, and I've used them on the channel here. I don't know when, a long time ago. They're nice to use too, but I do prefer the woody pencil as opposed to the Stabilo. It's a Stabilo, okay? These are woody, but if you can get them, then they're just the Stabilo. They're like a regular size pencil around, if you're new to any of this and haven't seen them before. Well, that one's really thick because that's where I stuttered, but that's okay. I'm not going to worry about it. Just gives it more distinction. I think it's pretty adorable, actually. And let's do another one. And this one, I think I'm going to do black, because I think the red, the mahogany I used on here is going to look, it's got enough of the brownish look to it, and I don't want to add more to the brown on this one, so I kind of want this one to stand out. It's very, oops, I did it again. I jumped. See, it's jumping on me. I don't like that. Got to be careful and really kind of pushing it into the side of the card so that the lead just goes over that edge. And slow down. Don't do it like me, who's trying to rush. What time is it? I start rushing because I feel like if I feel like I'm doing the same things over and over again, then I feel like I might bore you guys to tears, and I don't want to do that. So I'm going to only do these 3, and I'm going to leave the other ones undone, and I'll see what I can do with just some little pieces. We're not going to, like I said, we're not going to overly decorate a full one or anything, because I'm doing these more for you guys. I like to carry the crafter's idea of, it's kind of a mass make basically on these, and then that way you've got them. It's kind of like our mini collages. They're ready to decorate after the fact. If these have all their things set up, the background's done, everything's done, it's got its back piece, it's nice and strong, so you're good to go on that. Then you have, I wonder, this looks really, I don't know how my edges got so dark with my red. But anyway, you've got them ready to go, and then that way you don't have to do anything but throw your decorations on top. And that can be determined just by whatever your theme of your book is, you know. But at least you've got this, all the hard stuff is done. They're stamped, they're speckled, they're painted, they're designed and beautiful and ready to be used. So that's the whole point. So we're just going to do these 3, and I don't even know if I'll do all 3 of these because it's already 10 minutes till, but we will definitely do at least one of these. Let's see here. And what I'm talking about is just like adding, let's see, like a book page, or like I did with that one, I did like a sticker, you know, on the bottom, and then I just did like a strip of book page, that kind of thing. I think these are all too red for this one. And pink. Oh, watch. I do have one of our little mini... I gotta make some more of these. I've used them up. I actually used them all up. But like, say, you're decorated. You know, you're ready to go. It's a nice little journal card, whatever you want. Okay? I keep promoting these mini collages because I just love them, honestly. I'm thinking that I am going to tear off a piece of music page, I think, out of a book. I've got my music book here. I found this the other day, you guys. This is an old phone book. Look how yellowed those pages are. Isn't that awesome? Yellow pages. This was for Mount Vernon, McRae, Jacksonville, and then the ads on the outside. Yeah, so cute. I don't even know where I found it, but I found that. Who's on? Wait, I want to see something really quick. I didn't look at the outside of it. The everything pages. Yeah, McRae, Jacksonville, Mount Vernon, Georgia. Oh, this was my mother-in-law's. That's right. I found it in her stuff. And it was the phone book to the little town and area they lived in Georgia. So, yeah, fun stuff. Fun stuff. Sorry, gotta get this put back in there, it'll drive me nuts. So anyway, I'm gonna tear down a piece of my music sheet and show you all what I was talking about. We're not gonna put a ton of stuff on here. We're just gonna, I'm gonna go ahead and, let me go ahead and do this one because this really kind of matches. How does this one go? Let's see. Yeah, like that. So we just kind of go off to the side. And since I used, where are you, little one? Ah, here it is. The aged mahogany for this one. Oh, here it is. So I'm just going to kind of go around these edges, and then I'm going to go over it with the vintage photo on the inside of it to kind of make it more grungy looking. But I think that it'd be fun to have that color around the edge. I'm going to tear off just a tiny bit more of this. There we go. These are very, being left very much open to like suggestion, okay? And I am going to use some thread on this one. I think it'll be fun. This is a real shiny, pretty thread. And I think I'm going to go ahead and y'all tell me, how do you do this? How do you guys handle when you do like a piece of thread behind something? Do you just fiddle with it like this? Do you, I don't know, glue it? Do you staple it? Do you do something special? I have no idea. I have never, I just want it to kind of show from behind a little bit. And then wherever, I may bring this down. This is kind of wide. There. And where's my vintage photo? We're going to go over this a little bit and brown this piece here because it'll, oh, it's got that rust on it, which is kind of perfect. Look at that. It matches the background of this one. I kind of really want this to show. So I'm thinking I'm going to sit it off to the side a little bit. I'm going to tuck it around itself, but I want it, yeah, something like that. So let me know in the comments, how do you guys glue this stuff down, like thread like this? Or do you just fiddle with it until, you know, you get it the way you want it? I'm just curious because I don't use it a lot. I love how it looks when, oh, where's my glue? When somebody else uses it. But I'm so fiddly and clumsy with stuff like that that I don't tend to reach for it as often as I'd like. Do any of you, like, I don't know, roll it around the middle first and get it so that it's closed in on itself some way? There, that's how I'm gonna do it. I hope it works. So there's that. So that's just ready to, like, put a girl on or a person or, you know, whatever, just to give it a little more flair. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. I think this would totally ruin it, but I'm going to check just to kind of get an idea if I kind of brought something like that. I mean, not this one, of course. It's way too big. Or would I just maybe bring, do I have any pictures that are matchy-matchy to this? Probably not. Let's see. Maybe. Ooh. Ooh. Actually, I kind of like her there. What do you guys think? I think she actually looks really, I don't want her to totally cover up the music or the thread. Oh my gosh. I'm putting her on there. I've been looking for a place for this particular young lady for a minute, and this might just be it. So we may decorate this one anyway. I didn't mean to totally decorate one, but oh well. If it works, it works, right? So I'm going to bring it down kind of at an angle away from there so you can see the music notes coming out. And then, you know, we've got to put some words or something right there. So let's see. What do we got? What do I have here that would speak to us? Let's see. This color matches really well, but it's not the right phrase. I've got so much stuff over here. Oh my gosh, you guys. I've got my watercolor stuff. And I'm a mess. I'm a mess. But it's okay. You guys are with me, and that's all that matters. I've got my girls with me. Something like that. Maybe a little smaller. Or don't want to cover up everything, but we do want to look in here in my words to see. You guys can't even see, can you? I've got all my, just some words here I'm looking for. Looking through. Do I have another box? I have a feeling I need to go back through my words and kind of cut out some new ones. I was just saying that the other day about something. I'm kind of used up a lot of like my favorite things, and now I'm going, okay, I need to restock on some things. And you know me, I love to say a message with whatever I'm looking at. Okay, I'm going to use these, and let's go ahead and I think instead of the red, I'm going to use brown. Brown, brown, brown. She's got brown around her, so I don't think it'll matter. All right. Oops. I'm going to put this on here. And this is kind of sticking up, so I'm going to use this to hold that thread down right there. Just breathe. And then underneath that, I'm going to put faithful blessings. Oopsie. Sometimes we need to just breathe and remember the blessings that God has given us. Amen? Life sometimes overwhelms us, and we forget to just be grateful for what we have. There. So there's that one. We could even add, like, I don't know. Oh, you know what? Let's add around those woody brown edges. Let's do a little bit of gold, shall we? Give it a little more shimmer. Just around the edge. I don't want to cover up the woody pencil, but there we go. She's cute, right? I like these, and they're fun little journal cards or pockets or tags, depending on how you use them. I hope you guys felt inspired to give these a try. They're a little messy, but they're a lot of fun. It's a fun mess. So I love you guys. Have a blessed day. Thanks for sticking with me, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.